Whoa, there we go. Welcome back to 100% or Nothing podcast, 537,000. We did do a count once and then it just went out the window. So we've just reverted to just some numbers. It's an amount of numbers. It's this number. This is the one. And we have got some exciting guests lined up. But this occasion, to keep it going, it's just me and Anth shooting the shizness, all things bodybuilding and just going through our struggles in life, basically.
Oh,
And
it's going to be a long one.
you may have noticed that recently on our Instagrams we've tried to do some reels, tried to
Yeah,
do
we
some
are we
reels.
are the social media masters.
We tried to well yeah, we tried to, if we're gonna get through, like you said, the rage bait of going on, which is definitely a thing. I came across one today, which was definitely someone on purpose doing the worst shit in the gym like I've ever seen, like on the Smith machine, just lifting it above the pin and putting it down and being like 5 plate squat, like as a way of starting to build their account because the lifting
Yeah,
community is so easy to bait out. And it had like 200,000 views, one of these. So it works. So my plea to everyone is if you see one of these things, flick past fast, don't comment. They're doing it on purpose. And that with AI, I mean, I literally just saw like nothing's real anymore. It was do you remember like Harambe, who was that like gorilla who like some kid fell in the enclosure and
yeah, I remember that one. Yeah,
then they like nuked the gorilla's face off, which, I mean, they didn't really have much choice, I guess. Really, it would have looked pretty bad if he'd have just torn the child in half. So I think I like to think like, well, what would you have done if you were the dad? You probably would have taken the shot, wouldn't you? So it was sad, but it wasn't. But I saw a video today where there was a gorilla just handing a child back over the fence, which was just obviously not real.
yeah. You don't know what's real or real, double E. No,
Oh,
when we say we don't do any reels, I do lots of reels, just training stuff and like whatever. But I don't do the kind of like, hey guys, like this is my service or whatever. Like you said, then I find it difficult to just speak to a camera. So let's say we were in a room. Like we spoke earlier, like the very first podcast we did in the hardcore corner, that was like super cool to me, natural. We're all talking to each other. It's
yeah.
just when you've got to like talk to your iPhone or talk to the videographer, just like not even if it's like sounds false, it is false because I'm not myself.
Yeah, because you're not talking to anyone. I still think it's weird. Like I've
Yeah.
seen some people like walking down the street, like talking into their phone, and they're definitely not on the phone, like to their nan or something. I just, I don't know.
Ah, see, I can do that because I know it's just candid. And I used to do like the cardio question and answer when I used to do cardio to pass it by during prep and stuff, or like walking around the park. I can do the candid stuff where I'm just talking nonsense basically. But as
Yeah,
soon
yeah,
as someone says like, right, we need to say this, it feels like I'm acting, which you are technically,
yeah,
and you're just like, oh, like what? Even you picked up on that one that I posted earlier. It was horrendous, but I posted for the reason because I knew we were going to discuss this tonight. Like you can even see how he started laughing at the end. Like this
yeah.
ain't me. Hey
I mean,
guys, like,
yeah, I thought I would do the same. We'd do it at the same time to see if we can gonna take over the internet. Um,
no, yours are actually pretty good to be fair.
oh, thanks. Well, I try.
Especially the ones that especially one
The
with the right.
the comment the comment the first video, the Ron one, the first comment was that I got was "You look homeless."
Well done. I did notice this. This is I'm going to say this live. You need to iron your t-shirts.
Oh, mate, I don't own an iron.
But see that right.
What am I gonna do
I've
with an
just
iron?
This is just a fresh drop of gas M15 code, and
Yeah,
I've just pulled it out of the bag, and it is totally unironed. Those lines on the back.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
No,
can't
I
see it that
like.
way.
Uh, the thing is, when I was like a teacher, yeah, like I'd have
Yeah,
my work clothes and they'd be ironed. But I'm gonna wear that t-shirt, especially in the summer, for no longer than about 4 hours. Like especially if I'm doing cardio, like where does where does the fresh t-shirt become too much? Like, ooh, fuck.
yeah. I'm just taking the piss, time.
Yeah, but
I've got
still
to.
fucking. Leroy's birthday had the three-piece on me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're killing it, man.
So
That's the only time I really get dressed is a special
yeah,
occasion.
if there's an event, otherwise I'm just gonna sweat into it, especially in the summer. I'd have to change my t-shirt like 3 times a day, and I'm just not about that life.
Honestly, obviously it's a long time since I've had like a lot of tissue, or whatever you want to call it. I'm still heavy, but not the same heavy. But I just don't know how you guys are coping. Like when you and like Holland's are like 300 pounds. Like
Yeah,
you're saying
well,
that actually you're not 300 pounds now, are you, Dan? What
definitely
are
not.
you? Are you this week? What
I,
was checking?
I was 400 pounds.
We'll briefly touch on that one just quickly. How's it all going? Because you're in the if this is a coaching thing as well. So if
Mm,
you're a coach, you know the like the three phases, like the start where you're like a little bit fat and still flat. Then like phase two is like, we're getting a bit rounder and we're getting there type of thing. And then obviously the last one where you're all like veins and nice and full and round and
yeah.
stuff. Even at your like as flat stage, you're still kind of
Mm.
bursting out. So where would you see you are now?
Well, the first bit was like we did a small drop in food, and I was like, wicked. I got like
Yeah,
good.
because you love to eat, don't you? Not.
Yeah, especially in the heat. I was like, so that was great. I enjoyed that. And then, you know, we just thought fuck steps, and just put some cardio in early. That's been absolutely fine. But yeah, I've taken off a big chunk of weight. Um, but I'm still at the stage where I'm not really looking at the checking stuff.
Yeah, I think you're just coming out of phase one.
Yeah, I'm
So
definitely still.
I think the next 2 weeks you will start to like blend into the phase two. That's one thing we can touch on actually. If you like the
Mm,
steps and the cardio thing.
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
And
I'm
I always say that I had this discussion yesterday, but I literally did, and I mentioned your name because you've literally put in 4 times 20 minutes like direct cardio
it was half an
instead
hour,
of like,
four times 30.
oh yeah, sorry, initially it was 5 minute walk to the gym, 5 minute walk back, and then
Well,
20
that
minutes.
was an idea, and then I just thought, fuck it,
Yeah, you were just trying to get out of doing cardio basically, Dan.
pretty much. Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of guys are doing now. Like, let's say I did 20,000 steps today.
Hmm.
Like, is that a hard 20,000 steps? Is that a fast 20,000 steps? Like, it is different, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, and also I just found like sometimes I've got to be at my desk or like, and it got to the end of the day, and I've got like 4,000 steps to do. Like, if I'd have just got up and done, I do. If you take 4K steps and you go and do them like half an hour.
On an inclined treadmill,
Yeah,
it's
or like
different from like
I
walking the
like the
streets.
cross trainer because I can like give it some without my knees dying. And I'm like then they're like done, aren't they? I refuse to believe that doing those with a heart rate of 120 or something like that is the same as just fucking about doing 4,000 steps. It's bollocks.
Yes, you just check. You're watching a shit. I better go around the block
Mate,
two times.
I was doing it because we did like a couple of weeks with just the step count. I got to the, and I was just getting ready for bed. I was like, I've got 1,500 steps to do. So I fucking out of bed.
Running down the stairs.
I fucking walked down to the gym, which was closed anyway, and then walked back, dragging my poor dog out. Come on, we're going for a walk. He's like, oh, please, I don't want to.
We've got steps to do, Ron. Come
Yeah,
on, let's go.
so yeah, the cardio went in, and it's and that's it. We've done one slight food change and the cardio, and I'm like 20 pound down.
Yeah.
So um yeah, but the idea of this one was to try and hit harder at the beginning, which is probably, not a bad idea. When you've it's percentages, isn't it? If you're 6 pounds coming off at the beginning is not the same as 6 pounds coming off at the end. Like,
Yeah.
so we yeah, I think we're there. The idea is to come in early and then have some time to play around so I don't melt. Because you know what it's like when I hit that gear and then
Yeah, I think as soon as you get to a certain amount of body fat percentage, it starts to like fly off. Well,
yeah.
fortunately and unfortunately, it's kind of
Yeah.
a blessing in like and a curse type of thing because it can just go zoop.
So we're going to try and, well, we'll see. But what the plan of that, was that we'd try and eat our way out of that hole for a little bit of time before the show. It'll still
Yeah,
feel shit because it's body fat that feels shit. It's not going to make me feel any better, but it might help the muscles look better.
the muscles. I think the next 4 weeks or so, you kind of your body weight's not going to change that much, and you're going to like recomp a little bit more. You're going to just turn it to Ken LeBron, basically.
Yeah, that's what we need. I do look just like him, so that's
Yeah. Sometimes I have to squint down and have a look.
good. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, it's boring, but a bit of cardio. But then the people that first do it, like your first show, it's like really exciting. You tell everyone, like, it's not really that different from my normal life. So it doesn't even, I don't feel like it's prep. It feels the same. Like, what's the difference? Like a little bit of cardio. It doesn't really affect my life, like at all. And I think that's a good way to be because then prep feels, you know, doesn't feel that difficult. If you've gone from like freestyling your ass off to like locking it straight in, I remember like doing my first show or first few shows where I coached myself, or I was a lot looser. Going into prep was like a big step.
Yeah, I mean, you would be surprised at the amount of messages I get, like things like, "Oh, yeah, it's like started cardio. I'm doing like 20 minutes a day. Like, I'm struggling. Like, you got any tips?" Like, not really. Just do it.
It
It's
is.
20 minutes. You just said there. It's not a big deal. It's just get your cardio done and that. But
If
I do prefer direct cardio over steps.
Yeah, 100%. The only issues that I think we've had with it before is although teaching isn't demanding, doing that and the coaching and having lots of other stuff balancing around, I just didn't have I was riding a knife edge and just
Yeah.
when that dip in that cardio in seemed to push me over, I was just getting ill and stuff like that. Like even though like training volume went down and like I just didn't have enough to play with. And I'm not good at sleeping. So that if I could have put in 8 hours a night, I probably would have been all right. But that ain't me, man.
Does any of your check-ins you get done is like people? I hear these people on Instagram and stuff saying, "Oh, perfect." It's very rare, especially nowadays. They need to change the requirement of sleep used to be like an 8 hour sleep. I think they really need to change that to six to be more realistic over
Yeah,
the grand scheme.
but I think eight would be, it would be great as
Say
a.
it, Dad. Go on. Say what you were just going to say. It will be optimal. And you nearly said
Oh no,
it. Yes, that'd
it
be
would
great.
optimal. Fucking hell. I
Hey,
think
it's a
it's
word. It just gets overused. That's all.
if you could do it, I think yeah. There's not going to be a downside to that. Like, but if you've yeah, I don't see how people that have an existence like are capable of doing that. I can't do it for a number of other reasons. But most people have jobs and lives and kids and like I'm good. Once I get under six, like it's a problem. If I do a couple of days on the bounce of six, like under six, then there's an issue. If I'm hitting seven, like I'm golden. Like, but
Yeah, six is my kind of. I can tell if I've had a couple of days where I'm under like the 6 hour mark, and it's never like a 6 hour solid sleep either. It's always like a couple of times
mm,
during the night. Maybe that's because I'm old and I need to go to the toilet. But yeah, I think the NHS or whoever does the sleep thing, I think 8 hours for most people
well,
is
they're
not that
like,
realistic these days.
yeah, so you want 8 hours, but you're allowed to have test levels of seven. So NHS,
Yeah,
yeah, that's sound. Go to sleep lots, but you can have the test levels of like literally like I had my dad's test done. He's 70-ish, and his test levels were like 14. And they're saying like,
really?
they're saying like TRT for even like a person in their 20s is seven.
Yeah, I mean, 14 is not bad for 70 years old.
Oh, so
But
14 fucking sound.
but then again, it kind of depends how it feels, isn't it? Because I've had guys who are like way up there in the 20s and they still feel like shit.
Mm.
You got to go by. Here's another word, Dan. Biofeedback.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
but you got to. I've had guys who said they feel absolutely fine, good libido, good recovery and stuff, and like nine.
Really?
It depends on the individual, doesn't it?
I
So
mean, I suppose it's like how much of that is like the conversion, like to free test, how much of it is actually used, the SHBG that goes alongside it, like how much of it is actually like, so I suppose there's other things
yeah.
like going on, but yeah. I mean, my dad definitely feels shit. He will tell you every day about that.
Yeah, I hope I even make it to 70, man. Shouldn't be 60.
Oh,
That should be really.
70 pipe dream. I didn't think I was going to make 30, so I'm like on borrowed time already. I'm smashing it.
let's keep it positive. Jesus
Oh yeah,
Christ.
positive.
Yeah,
Um,
you're only 41, Dan.
yeah, I know, mate, but tell my knees that. Like,
30,
but oh, the
30
amount of
years away.
mate, the amount of young people that are like age is just a number, and I was like, yeah, but yours is like small.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
age.
another thing actually that I've heard over the last few weeks is like we spoke about this before, like young guys being injured. Yeah, I'm injured as shit, but I'm like 48 with
Yeah.
diabetes and training for like 30 plus years. If you're 22 and you've been training for like a year and a half and you're getting like shoulder injuries and elbow issues and stuff or bad knees, like what is it? Where are these guys going wrong? I don't know because they're not training super heavy, which I
Mm.
kind of notice. Is it because they're always wearing knee sleeves and stuff when they don't need them, or I
I,
really don't know. It's a strange one.
I think if I watch people in the in the gym that are like young that are starting out, they're usually playing within their strength area, like range of motion. And if they have knee issues, rather than going and spending time where the discomfort is at a lighter load, they just don't go there and just up the load, up the load, up the load, up the load. Whereas, like, if there's a pain in your knee and you're not old as fuck, it might be that you just need to work on range of motion for a bit, in my opinion.
But yeah, it is a weird one. And I know I said to my nephew Leo the other day, like, yeah, if you want to wear some knee sleeves and look like on Instagram look cool, and I don't mean this to be a dick, like if you want to wear your wrist, because I still wear wrist straps and stuff or wrist straps, but yeah, I'm not pressing tons of weight. It's just a kind of psychological thing. I'm getting ready for training. I'll put the wrist things on or whatever. Back in the day, you used to wear certain clothes or whatever.
They
I
look
mean,
cool, mate.
you might still be there now. Obviously, I'm not in that zone now. Certain cap for a certain day. If you're a young guy and you want to get your sponsorship like 10% code for like wrist straps and stuff, just get a size bigger
Yeah,
and like just pretend because
I,
you should not need to be strapping your knees up on a fucking one plate side squat.
nah, no, no, absolutely not. Yeah, I went through when I was like chasing strength, I did rap, and yeah, recently, over the last five, probably like from 35, so I just taking it all off, like the belt, the wrist strap, the elbow sleeves. Um, I wear a single ply, strength shot, like knee sleeve. Like, does it do anything? Fuck knows. It's like probably no thicker than my actual joggers, but it gives me a little bit of feels safer. But everything else, all of the tools that I use to like throw big weights up, I'm like, uh, I don't think the risk is worth
Yeah.
it. But Hollingshead loves a knee wrap. He doesn't wrap particularly tight. Um, but I mean,
Yeah, but I bet he wasn't rapping when he was squatting one plate. This is kind of the point I'm
it's
making.
not
Like, what are
something.
you going to do when you get up to like four,
Yeah,
five, six plate? You're going to put like titanium bolts in your knees
yeah.
or something. I did use when I was in the younger years. I did wear those white things with during because obviously during year two of them. Like the what you got from boots, like the
Oh well,
fucking
when you like sprained your ankle.
yeah, like the white ones. I was
Yeah, yeah.
devastated when I lost those somewhere. Those were like my lucky kind of blood and guts. Like I've been washed for like 14
I bet
years.
they were fucking stank. I
It
bet they.
smelled like Matt Lacey's intra jug. If Matt's watching this, he'll know what I'm talking about. We're going to get Matt on at some point. But yeah, but Matt's intra workout jug.
Oh,
That's from the old Temple Gym days. I think it hasn't been washed for like 14 years.
is it? Oh my God, I have seen it.
The smell of like imagine like the smell of EAAs that have been like dug up from the ground 15 years ago and mixed in with diarrhea. Lacey, you know what I'm talking
But
about.
with burnt hair on top. Yeah,
Yeah,
mate.
he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I
Matt
think I
doesn't give a
think
shit.
that some people like that, don't they? I remember first going into a supplement shop and being like, "Oh, the stuff!" Like, so they like get the like I'm going to the gym star kit, like a York belt and like some like I get it, like, but really, those are tools. And what's the reason you're using them? And if there isn't one, you probably shouldn't fucking use them. That's my opinion.
Yeah, honestly, I know. Actually, I'm Mr. Injured now, but I can't remember getting injured like badly for the first 20 years or something. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
not that
touch
long, but
wood. I didn't really hit an injury like that was um training related that was like bad until like 3 years ago.
yeah.
It's like 38 when I did the adductor thing. I'd have a little niggle, maybe a couple of fibers go here and there, but um yeah, although it looks like what we were doing was uncalculated madness, it really wasn't.
Yeah, you haven't actually touched wood. You haven't actually had a tear or a pop, have you? Other than the
I tore the
abductor thing.
I tore the adductor, and I've had well, two hernias. I'm on my second hernia. But they say like if you get a hernia on one side, you're like 50% chance you're gonna get one on the other side. So I was kind of expecting that. So yeah, touch
That's
wood.
another thing with the belts actually for the young guys, and this is what I used to do, especially when you're in the dive phase. I mean, your belt's super small, and you drill another hole and say, "Fucking yeah!" Like boom, like on the last notch. And I could see back looking at videos like when I was hack squatting at the bottom, your abdominal walls just got nowhere to go, and I ended up with two hernia repairs on the umbilical area. But
Mm.
I don't wear a belt anymore because of
I
that reason, because it irritates. But yeah, young guys, if you're doing like deep hacks and stuff, don't have the belt. Yeah, have it tight, but not like fucking so tight where you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
got nowhere to go
Yeah.
type of thing.
Unless you're powerlifting. I wear a belt at the moment, and I've like done this for a while, like whilst on prep to correct my posture. So
Yeah,
you'll see me sometimes PT and people wearing a belt, and it's not because I'm trying to spot them like how it
I
just
thought you were just trying to look cool, Dan.
well, obviously that already happened.
Because you need to get the belt that says on the back, because you have to do it. It's the rules, like IFBB Pro. Then you have your name in case you forget your name, because I've got
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Well, don't
Yeah.
worry. I got a shit
Oh
tattoo.
yes, we've talked about this, Dan. Because Matt's got his tattoo booked in this week.
Yeah,
Where's
I heard
mine?
about it. I heard about
Get me
this.
where mine is.
It's
Oh,
the
mine.
other. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I was like, I can't have lacy
I was
feet.
all excited when he said, "Oh yeah, I've got a tattoo." Guess what? Let me show you. I was like, "Yeah, he's got the 100% nothing."
It
Gave
would
it to
have
my
been if
James,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a couple of beers.
scumbag.
I had a couple of beers, I was shooting some guns, and I found myself in this place talking about shotguns, and he was like, "Yeah, like do a tattoo, what do you want?" I was like, I don't fucking know."
What is it? What is it? I forgot what it is. Like, is it your name?
It's my
McNab.
second name, McNab, yeah.
Yeah, just in case you forget your name again. Yeah.
Well, also, even if I did, I can't actually see it, which is a blessing because obviously it's shit.
It's
But
not shit. It just doesn't say 100% or nothing. So,
right, that's it. I'm booked.
guys, remember this. We're speaking about this in the podcast within the next, maybe it's after the contest is done, because your
What?
skin's going to be razor thin soon. Um, so after Dan's competitive season, he has to get the tattoo 100% or nothing on his forehead
On my forehead.
in Japanese. No, I think Matt's is booked in for this week.
Is it this
He's getting
week?
it down the
Right.
side of his face
I'm
like
not
Mike
having
Tyson.
what, like 100 like under there and then like or
100%
nothing.
nothing around here. No, I think
Okay.
it's the forearm job.
Um, all right. Well, yeah, fucking Cause James has got that as well, hasn't
It is quite nice for people because sometimes I get messages of people asking like, "Hey, do you mind if I get like?" I think I was like, "I don't own it." Like,
he? I don't.
yeah, the supplement logo is trademark, but I don't own like 100% of nothing. I did try, and you're not allowed to
Is
kind
it
of.
the one what the one that you had the trophy? Like the gym one?
That was trademark. It isn't anymore. But no, we have like you can trademark a logo, but you can't trademark a saying, so it has to have some relevance to like
Yeah.
a
Um,
brand or something. You can't trademark a saying.
well, I want to get the trophy one. I've got a couple of trophies from the show many moons ago.
Yeah, that is real cheesy, but it's obviously just a personal kind of thing. You
Oh,
can't. I could go to a meeting and you would never know I would have like tattoos and stuff if we
I
find. But
I don't know. I had some of the best training days sessions of my life that I'll remember forever in that place. So
yeah, I was speaking to Leroy about this
for
a
the
couple of weeks
memory
back actually.
books, for
Yeah.
the memory books. I mean, Trojan. Obviously, I love Trojan. I loved cover. I came up training in a place called LA Gym, in Bristol, which was equally cool. Spit and sawdust. I've been there, since the fucking.
I do still want to go there because they've got lots of. Well, I might not want to go because I'll hurt myself, but they've got lots of flex fitness stuff in there, haven't
They
they?
have, yeah,
Which is heavy as shit in the stretch, which is
yeah.
not really good when you got torn triceps and torn pecs. So
But
yeah,
they've got
maybe not.
the flex leg press, the one they got at Golds, but you just can't get enough weight on it. That's the only thing.
With a tiny little foot plate.
Yeah, the tiny foot plate. You are a bit tilted forward as well. It's pretty glutey actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's nice. Then they got the flex hack, which you can put 400 plates aside on.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Uh,
Ah, how many? This is the thing. It is light, but it's still fucking. I think I've done 10 plates on it before, and that felt pretty heavy.
yeah, I mean, I was exaggerating, but 10
All
plates
right,
aside,
okay.
like
And
on,
you can still put more on there. You can probably get like 13 on there or
yeah,
something.
that's what I meant. Like the holders on there are massive, but the leg press ones are you can get 8 on there. It's nothing. I used to have to get people
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
sit on it. So
It's like
yeah,
we have we have just when you see like a brand of like two different opposite things there, like the hacks like we have the leg press isn't. We got the when I went to the second temple gym, not the original one, I used the Nautilus Impact leg curl, line leg curl, really nice, pretty heavy. I thought, oh yeah, we'll get the leg extension for Ultraflex Durham, but that's not that great. I mean, not for bodybuilders anyway. It gets a lot of use, like the fitnessy type guys, but yeah, so weird. Like, so the leg curl's brilliant, leg
yeah,
extension
yeah,
not so great, but that's
yeah.
kind of
'Cause you had
that's
that
all
leg,
brands, isn't it?
you had that line leg curl in Max Muscle. I remember when you got it. It's really good. It's got
Yeah,
the
so
select.
as soon as I used the tempo, I was like, yeah, we need one of those for Max
Yeah,
Muscle because line leg curls are hard to find.
it's got the selectors on it, hasn't it? It's not pins.
Yeah, yeah, like push it across.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good. Um, yeah. Then Trojan moved. Now it's bigger. And I like smaller gyms. I did like it more when it was smaller, to be honest.
Yeah, smaller gyms are easier to create a good atmosphere, but
Yeah, for
there's
sure.
not many small gyms left now, is there? It's just kind of the sign of the times, just the way it is.
Yeah, yeah, it's big. Well, you have to make money off like classes and yeah, mainstream. If you want money, you need people, and there aren't. It looks like there's loads more bodybuilders, but on well down here, I haven't seen any evidence of that actually. Really, like,
Yeah, I had this discussion with marketing the other day, like it was last week. I think everybody assumes Ultraflex is full of like massive bodybuilders, which really isn't the case.
mm,
I would say like 5% of our membership is bodybuilders, if you like.
yeah,
Maybe a little bit more, but yeah, I think everybody assumes maybe because I'm like kind of involved with it and stuff, with being co-owner and like obviously being a the ex-pro bodybuilder and all that kind of stuff. Well, technically I am still pro down, but yeah, I think they just assume it's like people just walk around with rigger boots, like
yeah.
like branch ones in there. So it's not like that at all. Once you get through the doors, it's
Yeah,
yeah.
Trojan was definitely, yeah, lots of people were intimidated. Alice was like one of the first women who went to the first one. There was like one or two like that went there. There was no women. And now it's like at least 50-50, which is a good thing predominantly, unless it's leg day and then there's 400 people in the leg area. Because all
Max Muscle used to have like I would say like 95.5%.
mm,
So 95% males, 5% female. And if there was a female in, Crazy Dave Crawford would always like smash an extra plate on the body. Yeah, some extra weight on there. Like I'm not even joking either. Like if someone came in for a day party, like put an extra 10 on each side of the barbell curl.
mate, some of the women now are coming in and they're putting an extra plate on.
Yeah, I've said this
You-
before. There's lots of girls deadlifting and squatting and stuff, and the guys are
Yeah,
in the
man.
corner doing fucking D-handle pull downs. But
Yeah,
hey,
man.
as long as you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah. Um, what was the other thing we were going to talk about? Chat GPT. Of course, we were talking about AI, weren't we? And then Chat GPT. I think with coaching, I think people are hiding. Like, if you're not using it in some way, like coaching, even to just talk type or, they do Loom videos. You get like I've never really understood why would need a circle of a person telling me. I certainly wouldn't want a little circle of me like in the corner. So I send, you know, voice notes and maybe some annotations and some training videos or whatever. But the talk typing on AI like is amazing. And once you've given it the restraints of how to figure it out, it does macros pretty well and stuff like that. I think rather than hiding behind it, like it's the bits that it can't do that what coaching is
Yeah,
about.
I mean the coaching thing. Honestly, I looked into this years and years ago because when I was doing a little bit more of the online stuff, and it was the typing that was kind of getting me. You know what it's like, Dan. I do a lot of typing for work anyway. Then I'm typing in the evenings for coaching stuff, and your pecs get all tight, and your forearms get all whatever. I've got this funny accent, so I was looking at like some text to speech. It just was not correlating onto the screen. But this was like probably like 10 years ago or something. Maybe it's not 10, maybe it's 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago. Because I have been doing the coaching stuff for like I think I looked on the YouTube videos like 11 years.
Mm,
And then like before that for maybe it might have been like 3 years just free, like on the off the cuff, just trying to learn some stuff from the guys and stuff. So yeah, now you have ChatGPT. It's faster, so you can open your doors to more clients, I guess. But yeah, can't do like the real time like decisions and like let me have a look at your pictures and decide like do we need to up this or lower that or
Yeah. I
change
mean,
this or no.
I think people being aware of it is like a good thing because hopefully it'll get rid of the people that are abusing it, and then the real ones
Yeah,
will still be there. I think it needs to just be like open, use it as a tool. Also, it makes some catastrophic fuck ups sometimes. Like it goes for speed over anything. And also it always wants to agree with you. So unless you've given it any decent prompting, like most of the time it's trying to like be a friend, basically. Um,
yeah, I think that's the whole thing. I think that's the whole reason behind ChatGPT. I'm just getting down a funnel here, like.
yeah.
But yeah, it does make some major mistakes. I mean, when we were talking about how many weeks out you were, I was just being lazy instead of looking at the calendar. I was like, hey, how many weeks and days is this out? And it got it wrong. That's a
Mm,
very simple calculation. And
yeah.
I remember I was too lazy to go and check 5% beef in the fridge as I had a full pack of it. And it got the macros real wrong. Like obviously it's 5% beef here. And it was saying like per 100 grams of like 20 grams of fat. So
Yeah.
yeah, it does do some like, it
Yeah.
seems to cock up like the really simple stuff.
Yeah, which you can like mitigate and stuff, but you could work that out on a piece of paper. That's not difficult anyway. That's not the hard bit. It's just time saving um, exercise. When I was a teacher as well, like I taught music, I taught maths, I taught English, but I had my own tutor groups. So you had a group of students that you're actually like in charge of their like well-being and existence. That was most of the work. I'd say the subject area
Yeah.
was like 30%, and then the rest of it was like, what are the barriers to them learning? And I think that's the same with coaching. What are the barriers to you achieving what you're doing? Like that's the that's the job. Otherwise, and the accountability and stuff like that. Yeah, you could coach yourself, like you could do it like on ChatGPT, but you
Yeah.
always could do it with a pen and paper anyway. I mean, when I started helping people, when there wasn't really a coaching thing, there was like, I mean, a couple of shows in, there was Nathan Harmon. Do you remember? He was like the wizard.
Yeah, the wizard. Yeah, I
Um,
saw Nathan not too long back. Actually, he visited.
um,
I've seen it not too long. That's probably about a year ago now.
Well,
We had some more visions and stuff.
he's been really ill actually, so send him well wishes through the internet or
Yeah, I did know a little while back he was well with some. Sorry, unwell with some issues with his diabetes and stuff. So
yeah,
we had a quick chat, but he had to head back because he travelled. I think he travelled from London to Durham to see Abu at the time. I think he was coaching Abu. Sorry, I won't try and pronounce Abu's second name. Sorry, Abu.
yeah.
But yeah, ChatGPT. I think more people are in the next couple of years because this is going so fast. I think people will actually be willing to move to someone who has more human interaction rather
What
than just fucking typing on the screen.
I saw what did I saw? I saw a funny meme that was like, look after yourself because the people training to be a doctor now are handing in ChatGPT's work.
Yes. I watch a lot of like marketing videos and stuff and like trying to get out of the loop and all this stuff. And like this guy, I think it was Gary V. He can be a little bit annoying. I don't think he followed Gary Vaynerchuk or whatever. And he said, "Listen, like people will literally in 10 years' time be paying somebody just to walk down the street with them. Like there's going to be so much like little human interaction." Um, so yeah, I guess it's a kind of a introvert's dream. But if you're a little bit of an extrovert, you've got to be.
Whether you
Yeah,
think that you're into people, you're not, and generally I do like being on my own. I enjoy my own company. But there is something hardwired into us as we are a social being. Like there needs to be some interaction, some exchange of
yeah. You have to have like a. Again, I'm big into like I don't always just watch blood and guts videos 30 times a day. I
what?
do like I do like a bit of psychology and stuff. And there is a thing about like we have to be in some kind of tribe and we have to have some more authority and all that kind of stuff. It does all kind of gel in together. So yeah, even if you are sitting at home on your phone all the time by yourself, I guess you are technically in a tribe. You're in the social media tribe, I
Hmm.
guess, but
I just
it's a little bit toxic.
I mean I'm a bit more of a hippie than that. I think that meeting people in real life is like an energy transference, like a resonation,
Oh yeah, 1,000%. I say this all the time.
I
Like,
think it is a real thing. Like I've never been in the dating game since me and Alice have been together like 10 years. I never had like Tinder or anything. If I was interested in a girl, I would have met them in real life and been able to figure out whether I wanted to I was going to say pursue them. That sounds a bit weird. I was trying to
Sorry,
say if I wanted to court them, like
that's even worse, Dan.
yeah, if I wanted to throw
If
them
I
in
wanted to touch the boobs under the jumper,
a
that's what you used to
how
do
are
at
you gonna
school.
throw them in a van if you haven't met them? Um, but like, yeah, like now, like Tinder, people meet. Yeah, just the whole thing is,
Could be some. I mean, don't get me wrong. In real life, it could be some raging psychopath, but at least you've kind of like worked them out a little bit. It could be fucking anybody. Like it's crazy.
yeah, usually
Yeah.
you can usually get a feel for it. Uh, um,
I
there's
was listening to something earlier as well. Like when you say, "Oh, I've got a good feeling," like there is a thing. Is like that is a thing. Like a good feeling of like bad energy, and like there is nerves in your stomach like trying to tell you these things from again back from like a million years ago or whatever. Maybe it's not far back,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, but yeah, it is a thing. It's not like, oh, I felt it in my gut. It is actually a thing, and that's when you just said there before. Like when you meet certain people, I kind of pick up on bad energy straight away. Nowadays, anyway, I'm a little bit more in tune with myself.
Mm.
No, I'm just not a fucking cyborg eating chicken and rice
Yeah,
non-stop.
yeah, yeah. I don't think there's like, yeah, there's layers. There's layers, and everyone can be a bit of a cunt sometimes. There's a song about that. Google.
Yeah.
I'm just like better at it than most people. I think with the chat GBT, like they said that watching TV, I mean maybe it's a complex TV thing, but they did like a study when TV, can you remember TV was like the enemy when it first came out? They were like TV is bad, you get square eyes and shit like that. Um, but like they did brain scans and watching your kind of daytime TV took less brain cells, brain power. There was less whatever it's called, activity than doing nothing. So actually sat there doing nothing, thinking your
No,
brain.
doing nothing is good for you. That's what they're telling you to do now to like recharge your dopamine because we're just surrounded by all this shit now. We're not our well, I've gone on the psychology thingy, but our mammalian brain isn't meant to have this much stuff. So like they're actually telling you now, like go and stare at a wall for like 20 minutes on the morning with like nothing else. Like because yeah, you'll do the same. Then you go to the bathroom, you take your phone, like you're cooking your meals, you got something on in the background. You check your social media just in case you like buy some DMs, whatever. There's always kind of like something. So I have started to like sit on the morning and have breakfast with no phone. Not even listen to something in the background, even though I just have nothing. Just sometimes I let flash over there
or
run around.
music.
Yeah, nothing. I have like literally have nothing.
Sometimes like yeah, instead of doing the thing, music. People have forgotten
Yeah.
how amazing that is. I, I
Yeah,
think.
isn't that still stimulating your like
Yeah,
dopamine and stuff?
I'm
Like,
not saying as in replacement of what you're talking about,
yeah,
but like, maybe you're in the kitchen cooking, like play some music. I do like a little bit of
I see it. I listen to like Mozart when he's fucking flying
oh
his ass
mate,
off.
I fucking love Motown records. I do a lot like I love
Ah, I find them depressing me.
what like Stevie
So
Wonder.
what would you? So what would you listen to when you're relaxing? Unfortunately, I cannot listen to sad music. I don't know what's something traumatized or whatever. I can't listen. When people are sad and say, "Oh, I listen to sad songs when I'm sad." I
Yeah, no, I
couldn't
don't
imagine
know.
anything worse. But what I
No,
listen to in the gym is 100% different to what I listen to at
yeah.
home.
No, I Motown. I love like Motown. Like I love Otis Redding. Like I love yeah,
See, I wouldn't have put you in that bracket. But then again, you
I
are a
love
music
Steve.
guy.
Yeah, but I was a bass player, wasn't I? So if you play
Mm.
bass, you want heavy bass playing, which is the soul stuff. And the if you're learning to play bass, you don't want to be in the background. No one loves the bass player, right? In the rock band, no one knows who the bass player is, but everyone everyone knows in Motown. James Jamerson was the well, I say everyone, no one knows that, but like yeah, I love that. And
I'm,
then it's
I'm, I'm just not really a lyrics guy. I
oh,
like kind of like. So I'll give you an example. I like. It's so generic. I like Hans Zimmer. I'm
oh
not really like
yeah,
a lyrics person.
yeah, yeah. But like all the old classical stuff as well, it's amazing. I actually quite like
I did used to like Celine Dion when I was younger.
oh Celine Dion's legend,
Yeah. When I
legend.
used to have like a really bad temper, I would put like Celine Dion in to calm down. That's maybe why I can't listen to sad music now.
Yeah, that's what you've done. You've out
Oh, you
Celine yourself.
mean my life. Yeah. I didn't used to mind a bit of Whitney Houston either.
Oh, Whitney's decent. Well, not anymore, but yeah, she was.
Uh, sorry.
Yeah. R.I.P. Whitney. Um, yeah, play
I was
me.
going to say something really bad there. I'll tell you off camera. Yeah. It was horrible.
Is it to do with
Sorry,
body?
Whitney.
It's yeah, let's leave that.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
leave that one.
Yeah. We'll get
Yeah,
banned from our
so
free
yeah,
viewers and all.
so I think everyone's scared of ChatGPT. Also, if you don't know how to use ChatGPT, it's actually shit. And the people handing in like their work, like they're just going to forget it. If you haven't actually processed it, it's like the learning styles of like kinesthetic, like actually doing it is like everyone's primary way of learning something. Most people, it's the most preferred learning style. Show them show them, they do it. That's how they learn the most. If you're doing ChatGPT trying to do research and you're not even processing, you're not even engaging with the material and you're just shitting it into a machine, there's no chance that you're going to remember that. You're not going to fucking remember that.
Isn't the studies out already showing that like ChatGPT is making people's brains very like weak and pathetic already?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
um, yeah, it is crazy.
Well, it's not.
Like I said earlier, Dan, I think ChatGPT is a big sting from the government, so nobody's going to be able to think on their own. We're going to rely on ChatGPT. Everybody's taking Ozempic and Manjaro to lose weight, so they're not building any like mental resilience, and they're losing a bit of muscle mass or whatever. So we're just going to have a nation of like uneducated, thick, kind of weak people with no resilience, and they're just easy to control. Then the government just says, "We'll have that Ozempic back, thanks. ChatGPT, we're going to cancel it."
Mm,
Right, let's see what you're going to do now.
yeah, yeah. It's
Or
yeah.
maybe I've just been watching too many weird podcasts. I don't know.
Well, I mean, whether it's on purpose or not, it's gonna happen. It is gonna happen if people aren't like. That's also like the pro. We were talking about a Zempic of like. I think it's a psychological medication apart from anything else. Obviously, it has some things, and there are some positive aspects to it in regards to diabetes, which obviously you've looked into probably more than I have. Um,
Yeah,
it slows down like gastric emptying or whatever, but ultimately most people are doing it so they can eat whatever they feel like. They just don't feel like eating a lot. So to me,
yeah. It's all here now. I'm on the skinny jabs. You're in the supermarket. Oh, you're on the skinny jabs, Janice. Oh, yeah, I'm on the skinny jabs, and they don't even know what it is. Like, which one are you on? Oh, I don't know. It's just the skinny jab.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Oh,
what
how
the
much are you
fuck? It's
doing? A
crazy.
thing. I'm doing a pen. A thing.
Yeah, some people like go like the sunbed shop and get a shot and shit. It's mental.
Oh, mate, it's
You
it.
know how like years ago everybody you didn't really talk about using steroids, and now everybody just talks about, yeah, I'm on the gear. Like they don't even look like they go to the gym, they're on the gear and stuff. I think that Ozempic thing's just this. Even like skinny people take it just because it's good. That's the crack type of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. It's like a state. Like, I mean, I guess, but you're not learning the skill, are you? Like the skill of.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're not actually building any resilience to say, hey, I won't put that
Yeah,
in my mouth.
but and then surely like you then have to do it forever, right? Because you're not dealing with it. So I'm pretty,
Um, I do know someone who has been, using it generally because he was slightly obese, and he has done brilliant from it, to be fair. But I think he said he gets it free on prescription for like 3 years or something. So I don't know whether after that 3 years you kind of got to pay for it or whatever, or like you see, it's just some big sting and they just take it away and like say, right, deal with your life, and you can't, and you just have a meltdown.
I just it's like crash diet.